What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 59 of the Offshore Gamescast. I'm Dave.
And I'm Dylan. And what makes that even worse that no one else is going to see was the little dance Dave was doing here. Just throwing his arms up with like little finger guns.
I was doing a good point.
Those are guns. That's not pointing.
It was a good point.
Dave, we have some reviews that went up for the people to go watch on YouTube.
Yes, we put out content.
We do. Go to our YouTube channel or go to offshoregamescast.com where you can watch the YouTube videos, but on a very pretty website. Prettier than YouTube, I would say.
That's biased.
It is a little biased, but I also don't think YouTube is a pretty website.
It used to be better.
South of the Circle, the PlayStation 5 version, and Harlow's Nintendo Switch version. Both of those reviews are up now. Go check them out. We did those. We're both there.
I watched them.
I edited them. Turns out when you do things enough times, you get quicker and better at it.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's almost
our first
like
review took
guessing
me hours.
what side of the coin is going to land when you flip it.
In Card Shark, you can do that.
Wow.
All right, Dave.
Guess what?
What?
The game.
Hey. I didn't get it at first, even though I was going exactly to guess the game.
Yeah.
If you missed it last week, we have a new segment. We're opening our show with Guess the Game, which is guessthE.game. That is the website. It's Wordle with video game screenshots. That's it. And we love it. And we flumbust.
We flumbust.
We gosh darn flumbust. All right, let's go through the scores of this week. Let's rattle them off. We also, real quick, we encourage you to play every day. And then compare your scores to ours, because we're probably better than you.
Ooh.
I can't tell if we're good at it or if it's easy.
I feel like our eyeballs have seen a lot.
They've definitely seen a lot. All right, July 29th was Celeste. I got that in one try.
I got that in 2, but I should have went with my gut.
Do you remember your first guess? You told me. I don't remember.
Shovel Knight.
Ah, right. I could see it. There's definitely similarities in their art styles.
Mm-hmm.
July 30th was Divinity Original Sin 2. I got it in 3 tries.
I got that one in 1.
I don't know how you got that in 1 from the screenshot they showed.
I looked at it and I said, all right, top down. Looks like an RPG. All right, fantasy. Those graphics are pretty nice. What's a popular RPG that came out recently? Divinity? This is some pretty nice graphics. I'm going to go with Divinity Original Sin 2.
Yeah, that's some good logic, because I didn't get anything like that. I guessed, what was that bad PS5 exclusive game that you played that you hated? It was like towards the launch.
Godfall?
Yeah, that's what I get.
Oh no, Godfall is like a third person over the shoulder.
So I thought it was like a zoomed in thing. I didn't think it was like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I see. You're not like a part of the map that you're looking down on.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
July 31st, Gone Home. I got it in 1 try.
So did I, because I played that game.
You love that game.
I hate that game.
I don't know how I got it. I've never played it, but I kind of deduced it from. To be fair, if you didn't talk to me so much about that game, I don't think I would have gotten it.
Mm-hmm. I do talk about that game a lot.
You do. A few times a year.
Yeah.
August 1st was Fallout New Vegas. I got it in 1 try.
I got it in 2. I don't remember what my first guess was exactly, but
I don't either. You told me.
Yeah. But it definitely had like that sort of vibe, but I didn't think it was that at first.
August 2nd was The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. I got that in 1 try.
I got it in 2 because I guessed Ocarina first. I saw a forest and I was like, I have no clue.
I definitely got like the Zelda vibe from it, and the graphics, like especially there was a part that was like zoomed in. it looked like pretty blocky. And I was like, that kind of looks N64ish. But I knew that it wasn't Ocarina. I knew it wasn't Majora's Mask. So I just figured, well, it must be GameCube. And it's certainly not Twilight Princess.
Mm-hmm.
August 3rd was Kerbal Space Program. I got that one in 4 tries.
I got that one in 3 only because the third picture was a flag that said KSP.
So I saw that and I was like, KSP. Well, I was thinking that's like a made up country's like flag for this game. And they like you know, like when we went to the moon, we planted the American flag.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like supposed to be that type of deal in the game's lore. And then I realized after the 4th guess when I got it right, I was like, oh, that's what KSP was.
Yeah.
So we flumbust 11-11.
Hate
the
it.
exact amount of guesses. Let's do this again in approximately a week.
Okay, we'll do our best.
This
And
is
I'm
fun
gonna
though.
you.
It's become like part of the routine now.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning, you do a quick guess the game, you see who's better, you can go on with your day. Little competition to like grind out the morning.
It's more like wake up in the morning, feed one of my cats, do the dishes, and then go to the bathroom. And while I'm going to the bathroom, do guess the game. And then I text you.
And then I have no idea what I'm doing.
I don't know what you're doing either. But
I
you
could be
always
sleeping.
answer like almost right away.
And then I'm usually not sleeping.
Usually not.
I always forget
All right.
about it, and I get it, and I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, I'm going to do this now.
Yeah, it's just become so like such a part of my routine at this point that it's just like, all right, bathroom, guess the game.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of games.
All right. Speaking of games, we played some games. Let's talk a little bit about South of the Circle. I do encourage you to watch the review because we're going to go deeper into it in the review than we are here.
Mm-hmm.
But this is it's a narrative-driven walking sim that was originally a mobile game that is now out on console this week. It takes place during the Cold War era, specifically the 1960s, and you play as Peter, who is a Cambridge academic who burps a lot, going through 2 timelines of his life, which was it was a cool way they told the narrative with that, which was like one in Antarctica because his plane crashed there, and then it's kind of like flashbacks of his life before then that led up to him going to Antarctica and crashing in the first place and what he was doing there, and all about his relationship with Clara. Dave, you were not as big of a fan as me with this one.
I still haven't finished it yet, but I still plan on it. It just feels like it was way, like, gameplay-wise, it felt way too basic. And I feel like at the time, I just wasn't as in the mood to just, like, sit through this in one go.
So, that is kind of one of the downsides of, like... Listen, we're not going to complain about getting, like, review codes for games and being able to play them before they're out. That's very cool to me. Like, it still is, even though we've done a few at this point. But it also puts you in the position of, I need to have this game done and a review ready by a certain deadline, whether I feel like playing it or not.
Yeah.
That's the only downside to it.
And especially a game like that, like, you want to sit down, you want to play something else. Maybe you just want to watch something, and you're like, all right, I have to play something, and the only thing I'm doing is walking slow and then hitting a button of just trying to be nice in the moment.
Yep.
And just doing that straight for 3 hours.
I really liked like the characters and Peter's and Clara's relationship. I liked that whole aspect. I thought the main story and what they were telling with that, while it had like good themes throughout, it was just kind of like ended up like, I don't know. It felt like the main plot was just like existing.
Yeah.
I gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
What I give it, a 6?
Yeah, you gave it a 6 out of 10. Yeah. So our official score was a 6.75, but go watch a review. You can see what the art style looks like. You can see all of it. And like I said, we go much deeper into it there.
The art style and the voice acting are definitely the best parts. Yeah,
the voice acting was very good, especially the Peter and Clara.
Yeah.
For what I would imagine is probably a small budget game. I mean, considering it started as a mobile game. Though it was very good voice acting.
Absolutely.
All right, Dave, talk about something new here.
I decided, I said, fuck it. I said, fuck it. And I was like, fuck it. And I went,
Fuck it.
fuck it.
Is
And
this like suck it from The Office, but fuck it?
that is where my brain started to go.
Do you want me to like play the drums here and go, fuck
it? Fuck it. I decided to get one of them new notable game releases for myself. I picked up Coromon because I was in a Pokemon mood. There's been a lot of Pokemon news up the wazoo. I keep going on Twitter and looking up leaks whenever I can. So I've been in like a mood. So I was like, fuck it. And I got Coromon.
Dave's in a mood. It's dangerous.
It is basically a Pokemon knockoff, but it's decent quality. It's a lot of fun to play so far. The big difference is instead of going around and doing gyms and stuff, there seem to be 5 big elemental titans you have to like tame and like beat.
Okay.
But you're still following that same kind of Pokemon journey where you go off, you get your starter. Instead of Pokeballs, you get these things called spinners, which are these like thick discs that when you throw them out, they have 3 what look like blades coming out with lights at the end. So then it like zaps them in, kind of like a Pokeball, and then it spins and then closes up, and then you have it, and you have like 6 discs on you.
That feels like dangerous accidents have happened. Where like you're throwing one of these discs at they're called Coromon, I assume?
Yeah.
You're throwing a disc at a Coromon, and it's just the blades are spinning, and it just like slices them up.
I mean, I don't think they're that sharp, but it's not. It definitely is not as safe. Not saying that throwing whatever they're made of balls at Pokemon are safe. It just doesn't feel safe at all.
No, but at least like throwing a Pokeball is at the worst, it's going to be like a ow, dick.
Yeah, but
it's not going to be like
zapped.
Slice it up.
Well, you get zapped and then imprisoned, so
that that is true.
And then used to fight.
That is also true.
They made a chicken Pokemon.
Oh, a what? A chicken Pokemon?
Cockfighting. It's just it's messed up.
Maybe they haven't done a chicken Pokemon for that reason.
Torchic.
That is a chicken. Never really thought of that.
Combuskin is more of a chicken.
I don't think I know Combuskin. Do I know Combuskin?
It's the evolution.
Oh, okay. Then I probably do. Let's look Combuskin. Oh yeah, that is a chicken.
Yeah.
What does that evolve into?
Blaziken.
Blaziken?
He's more like a rooster.
Yeah, that's pretty humanoid at that point, though.
But still.
That just looks like a dude.
I mean, I hate how bipedal they became over time.
Yeah, this is just a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
So you're going through your little adventure. You go off and choose your starter. You have one of 3 options. Cub Zero, who is a little polar bear, which is like his whole body's trapped in what looks like a snowball, except for his hands, his feet, and his head.
Okay.
Nibblegar, who is
sounds like a Pokemon.
he's a bipedal. He's a little stand-up little shark with what a ball or something that he's like chewing on. And then there's the fire turtle dragon thing called Taruga, which is the one that I ended up picking.
I'm looking up Nibblegar. Oh, okay. This is this is like old school Pokemon. I'm seeing that now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cute. What's the one you picked?
Taruga.
That looks like a Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Some of the ones in this game looks like they could be a decent Pokemon. But some are also like, all right, that's a Fakeamon.
A Fakeamon?
That is what they're called.
Fakeamon? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, not like in the game, just like...
Yeah,
just
no.
like... Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So far as of playing, I put about like just under 4 hours in. I've done about 27% of the story, and I
Oh,
already have 2 little like EXP share items. So I just have those on 2 other Coromon, just trying to level them up.
yeah.
I ended up evolving my Toruga into an Embaval.
Embaval. We're looking it up.
We're looking it up. It's like
Embaval.
a bigger turtle with a
Coromon.
huge, like little volcano starting
Oh,
to
yeah.
build on his back.
That is just a buff Toruga. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking at.
Haven't gotten to the final evolution yet.
I'm looking at the final evolution. Spoiler alert, it gets buffer.
I bet it does.
It gets stronger.
One of the really cool things is that as they level up, about every 2 levels, they have another bar called like their potential meter, and that also takes some of the XP as you level up. And about every 2 levels or so, that levels up, and you can get 3 points. As it says, you unlock your potential. You get 3 points to spend to raise your health, attack, special attack, defense, special defense, and speed, and also skill points, which are used to what attacks cost.
Okay, so a little bit more of like an RPG system thrown in there.
Yeah, except
That's cool.
just like all those Pokemon games, it has that little cave section, and there's never going to
Uh-huh.
be one of those games where the cave section is anything but fun.
Was it dark and every 2 steps a Coromon jumped out at you?
For the most part, I had like this minor helmet on with a light, but I also had to use this stink spray to repel the Coromon.
Is that what it is? Stink spray?
I think so.
I like, instead of repellent, it's just like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna make myself smell like shit and they won't want to come near me.
it's just everything is it's all just Pokemon, but a different
Yeah.
shade. But it's fun. I'm having a good time so far. I do want to keep playing.
I mean, if you're already like a quarter of the way done after only 4 hours, it sounds pretty short.
Yeah, there's apparently only 119 Coromon total, and I feel like I'm so far I'm doing my best to like level them up and get more.
Yeah.
I think it says there's 114, but I think there's 5 Titans if I had to guess.
Do you have to like trade to get all the other starters and stuff?
I don't know how it's gonna work in this.
Has there been an option to trade? Is that like a thing?
I think there might be. I don't know if there's any sort of online for it or not.
Are there Koro centers?
Oh no, there are online interactions. I'm just not going to use them, and they're like health centers and whatnot.
Do you put discs down in a little thing and it plays a little jingle and your Coromon are fully healed?
For the most part, this dude turns around and it fills up this thing with 3 Coromon on the top and 3 on the bottom, diagonal from each other, and the lights show. The cool thing is that there's different color discs. So like the starter one is completely gold, and then there's gray. There's like a lighter gray, more of a silver. There's a pink one. There's a green one. There's a whole bunch of different colors.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. And you could change your character there and what they look like. The customization's pretty nice.
All right. Well, this sounds like a decent old school option for people missing that old Pokemon game.
Yeah. Like, I feel like if you're going to have some of those old Pokemon games like that, they should look like that instead of like the remake of Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, well, that's what you wanted, right? When they remade it to look like the old one.
No, I wanted them to make a full fucking Sword and Shield-esque one.
Oh, right. Yeah, they didn't do that.
Nope. I still want to finish it, but...
All right, Dave. I haven't had much time this week, but I do have a quick update on Horizon Forbidden West.
Mm-hmm.
I've played some more. I did the whole embassy thing that you talked about previously on the show. And I think I'm really starting to realize why this game's not clicking for me.
Yeah.
And we have talked about this, but Aloy is just an asshole to everyone.
Yeah, she's definitely being mean.
Like, I understand she's kind of sassy, and that could be cool, but it's like everyone she comes across, she just has like an immediate attitude with them. Like it's just an asshole.
Isn't it weird?
Like, I don't remember her being like that in Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
So it's like everything, even just like the lore options, she's like just pissed off at everyone.
I know, right?
And on top of that, maybe this is like my more modern Witcher 3 Bloodborne problem, where I played The Witcher 3 right after Bloodborne, and Bloodborne plays incredibly, and The Witcher 3 felt like a clunky piece of shit compared to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if this is like coming off Elden Ring and then playing some more Horizon. It just feels bad to play.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like, combat is fine. Like, that's pretty similar to what Zero Dawn was like, but the parkour just doesn't work. She's like not jumping to the things I tell her to, or she's just like running off edges. Like, it's not doing like the Assassin's Creed thing I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Where it just like works, and not even just the ones where you can climb everywhere, but at least in those it would be like, okay, they're kind of like glued to the thing, and for the most part they're not just gonna completely fuck you. The amount of times I kept just falling in Forbidden West. So that, and riding around on a mount just sucks. Those are shitty controls.
Yeah.
Having to tap X constantly to speed up, and then to slow down, you can't just stop. You have to tap circle a bunch to slow down. And it doesn't, there's no jump button, so you have to rely on the AI to know when to jump. And once it starts trying to jump, it's never doing what you want it to do.
Ooh.
It's, yeah.
We'll just have to keep going back and forth with this game and see if we even start to like it at some point.
I don't know if we will. It's kind of hitting a point for me where I'm like, all right, we're in August now. We're slowly approaching a whole Game of the Year discussion. So I need to use my time a little bit more cautiously and pick and choose where my time is going. And I'm at the point of, if I'm not really liking this game, why should I keep playing it?
Yeah.
When there's other games that I know I probably will like. I mean, realistically, the only reason I went back to it this week was because I didn't have a lot of spare money at the time for this week until I get paid again. So I was like, all right, I'm almost at like the bottom threshold of my bank account of where I want to be, of just like, I don't want to cross that line, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
So it was more like I didn't want to spend the $35 to upgrade my PlayStation Plus thing to play Stray.
I mean, but it was only a few bucks to upgrade from what mine was to what that is.
So I think it depends on how far away you are from. Are you signed up monthly, or do you get charged yearly?
I think every 3 months.
Okay, so that's definitely part of it, because I get charged once a year.
Oh, okay, so it'd be a much higher.
Yeah. So I think it does some sort of equation based on like how far away you are from having to renew again.
Okay.
But yeah, I just do it yearly because I think it's like you save some money doing it that way.
Yeah.
It's just a bigger charge all at once.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully playing some Stray this week. That's the goal, to play through it.
So fucking good.
That's it. That's all we have for video games. That's it.
I know. I need more time to get back to Ghostwire, and I want to play more Coromon.
Yeah. Yep. Time is. Why can't we just hit the pause button?
Because it doesn't exist.
Yet.
It's
coming. I heard it.
Oh, you pre-ordered it?
I pre-ordered the click remote.
The new Steam click remote.
I would, yeah.
Partnership with Razer.
Sure. Give me all the partnerships.
Premiere.
Make it an NFT. I don't care. All right. There's not a lot of news either.
There really isn't.
Let's start with this. Activision Blizzard is getting a little more trouble because apparently Call of Duty Warzone has some plagiarism accusations coming its way. So they have a new playable character coming out. It's like it's a dog. It's a dog with a gun. And Salen on Twitter was like, "Hey, this was my design, clearly stolen," and posted like their image and then all the promo images with like red lines connecting the similarities.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it was like exact. Like there were pieces of that of the outfit that it was like a 1-for-1. Like, yeah, this isn't just like a similar dog with a gun. It's like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, there's been no word from Raven Software, but they've removed all images and anything about the character's design from everything.
Think about the amount of work that goes into doing that. Like, why even?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, realistically, this is probably like some designer within Activision Blizzard is just like plagiarizing shit to try and get an easy paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my guess, but they gotta have some better quality control over that then.
Literally.
Literally. Litter.
Litany.
Litter full of cat poop.
Goat Simulator 3 release date.
Smooth transition.
November 17th of this 2022. If you're excited.
Oh, God. I gave that to you because I couldn't remember if you played them and liked them.
I played some of the first one. I enjoyed it to a point, and then I got bored.
Okay. I never touched them, so I threw that one your way.
I feel like they're fun to a point.
Have you seen this new game that was announced, Cryptmaster? Did you watch the trailer or anything?
9.
So, this game looks pretty cool. There's no release date or release window or anything yet. So, it's all black and white. It's first person. And it's a typing kind of D&D-like game. As in, someone's talking to you, and you just, like, type a word or phrase, and, like, it recognizes that that's your response, and the game responds to you. So, for example, like, they had the dude in the trailer saying, like, are you ready? Are you prepared for this? Or something. And they typed in maybe, and the guy responded, maybe? Well, you better get ready, because I'm coming. It was, like, the bad guy, I think. And the combat is literally, like, you're looking at an enemy with, like, their shield and their sword, and you type in, like, hit, block, or they were typing in zap at one point. It was shooting, like, electric out of their hands.
Interesting.
So it seems it looks really cool. I feel like it definitely hinges on how well it recognizes everything you're typing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not going to recognize everything, but if you're trying a bunch of different things, it's just like, nope, you have to use these very specific words. I feel like it kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Like, you want that to be a little more free or open, but it looks cool. I'm into it.
I'll have to check out the trailer.
Go to offshoregamescast.com/episode 59 and click on the link on the news story. It'll take you right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
What I think's crazy is the fact that Warhammer 40k Darktide has been delayed.
Crazy.
It went from September 13th to November 30th, coming to PC first, and then Xbox Series X and S shortly after. Come on, man.
Boycott.
I want to play this one.
Boycott. Delayed. Boycott.
Boycott. Girl cut. Uppercut.
Wow. The same exact thing.
Yeah.
The 3 genders. Boy, girl, upper.
Uppercut.
All right. You ready to tune out for a minute or two, Dave? We got some details on AEW Fight Forever, the AEW video game that's coming out potentially this year. So they put out all the different match types, which is everything you'd expect from a wrestling game, along with some AEW specific ones, like the Casino Battle Royale, the exploding barbed wire death match, and lights out matches. It will have a career mode, which is what I'm excited for. It will have customization you're used to in like WWE games, so like attire entrances, music, all that stuff. But the big news really is that it's officially being published by THQ Nordic, which that is a big deal to people that like wrestling games, especially older ones, because THQ published pretty much all the best wrestling games that ever existed, like on the Nintendo 64 and everything. They didn't really have much to show, but they said on August 12th, there will be more gameplay at the THQ Nordic Showcase. I didn't even know there was a THQ Nordic Showcase happening on August 12th, but there is, and we're getting more AEW Fight Forever gameplay and hopefully a release date. Dave, what if we get a review code for AEW Fight Forever?
I mean, if you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you gonna play it, or is that gonna be a solo review?
I'm not playing that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I wouldn't want you to play because I'm very excited. And you'd be like, wrestling fucking sucks. 2 out of 10.
The official Offshore Gamescast rating is a 5 out of 10.
A 0 and a 10.
Yeah.
Combined to make a 5. I hope it's good. It's had some iffy showing so far, specifically with its graphics and its look. But if it feels good to play and has a cool career mode, that's literally all I need. So we'll see. Hopefully we get a release date at this THQ Nordic event.
Is it over?
You can tune into AEW Dynamite on TBS every Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST, and AEW Rampage every Friday night on TNT at 10 p.m. EST.
How about Lara Croft, See You Tomb Later? MGM has officially lost the rights to Tomb Raider, taking way too long to put out a sequel. And looks like Alicia Vikander will no longer be Lara Croft, and we'll be getting another reboot.
That kind of sucks, because that movie was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
It wasn't, it wasn't anything incredible, but it was an enjoyable movie.
They had, as of May of this year, to get something in pre-production, and they didn't.
We saw that movie in theaters.
We did.
I remember because we both went in like, this might suck, and it ended, we were like, that was better than we thought.
Yeah, I was like, that was pretty good.
All right, Dave, let's talk about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
I saw it live.
I saw it not live. I saw it later.
I saw it dead.
So this was at the Pokemon Presents. They talked about, Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Go, some sort of Pokemon tournament thing. We're not going to talk about that stuff. We're really going to talk about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet because that's what we're excited for. So let's just talk about this right off the bat. It seems like you get the legendary Pokemon in the beginning of the game, not the end of the game, and they're just
motorcycles,
and airplanes and boats.
Motorcycles
and also vertical motorcycles that can climb mountains.
That seems dope. I can't wait for the flying part with what is it, Miraidon?
I don't remember their names.
That's the way they're pronounced. Ride on. Motorcycles. Yeah, guys. There's motorcycles.
What's the red one called?
Kiridon?
That one, running around with its 4 legs, like across the land, and then just having 2 giant motorcycle wheels hanging off its torso, looks so wrong.
I did not believe it when I saw a picture of like a Akita in like that style on like that Pokemon, and I was like, nah. And then I see it in the trailer, I'm like, yeah, guys.
Yeah, let's do you one better. They're the legendaries.
And yeah, you definitely got to get them early if you're going to be using them to traverse like that.
Exactly, which is I don't know. I something about it is wrong to me.
It's weird.
I get it. I get that they want an easy way for you to traverse the world and not have to switch between all of them like you had to in Arceus, but don't put giant wheels coming out of a tummy.
And a chest.
And a chest, yeah. You are a student going to like a university, which I think that's cool. Something about that concept just kind of like works for me in the video game world. They showed off some more multiplayer stuff. There's a photo mode. They're still being kind of unclear about what exactly you can do co-op.
It feels like anything.
That's what I want it to be, but they keep like using the phrasing of like explore the world, roam around the map, catch Pokemon. They have not actually said
4 people
play
in
through the
parts of the
campaign.
map at one time.
You can, but can you do like quests together? Can you do the like?
I feel like definitely, right?
Is it definite though? This is Nintendo and Pokemon we're talking about.
I feel like you have to.
I'm kind of starting to be a little worried about that.
I don't know, man. I just want to play it.
I want to play it too.
And I wish it played more like Arceus.
Me too. It's very close. It's like right there. It's right on the edge.
I know.
And then it goes to old combat.
Yep.
They added raids back in, and they seem to work pretty similarly.
Hot. It's simmering.
Simmering. They seem to act pretty simmering compared to Sword and Shield, except that you don't have to wait for other people and their Pokemon moves to happen. You just kind of like do yours whenever it seemed. So
yeah, just load up into one with your co-op family.
And they added terrestrializing. Terrestrializing, that's what it was. So it made me think of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Terrestrializing, which is
you can turn your Pokemon into jewelry.
Yeah, which is this game's version of like your Pokemon gets stronger, and you can get Pokemon that have a different terrestrializing type. So like you can have an Eevee who's normally normal type and would normally terrestrialize into a stronger normal type. But if you have an Eevee that has naturally a fire terrestrializing type, it will then become a fire type when it terrestrializes.
Yes.
It's kind of stupid, but not in a bad way.
I mean, whatever. They gotta do something. I just want to see all the other new Pokemon.
Yeah, they have that like doughy dog thing.
That's Fido. Out now.
Fido, yeah.
They showed off
it's
another
a dog
one too,
made out of
they?
dough. They showed what?
Didn't they show off another one?
Yeah, they showed like this ice thing with horns.
Oh yeah.
And I think they might have showed a third one, but I can't remember. Yeah. There was one between them, but I don't remember.
It's chasing after Cupchew.
Sure. If you say so. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Even though it's not exactly what I want. They're still it's like they're upgrading in the world aspect, but downgrading in the gameplay aspect.
We can only hope for Gen 10 or whatever comes next, whatever remake, Gen 5 remake that actually plays good.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm. We got another new studio.
Every week.
X-Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk devs are forming a new studio called Dark Passenger. They are currently working on their first game, which will be an online multiplayer game set in feudal Japan. It'll be made with the Unreal Engine 5, and it will be a co-op featuring PvP and PvE. It's a story of an invader who overtook the shogun and established a new throne. As I read more into it, I just didn't care anymore.
Once you said co-op PvP PvE, I was like, all right.
What was that Robin Hood game?
Hood, Outlaws, and Legends or something like that.
That's what this game sounds like.
Yeah, when they first showed that Hood game, I was like, this could be kind of cool. And then it came out with like terrible reviews, so I was like, I'm not gonna touch it.
Yeah, that game would be cool if it wasn't a multiplayer game.
Yeah, basically.
That's all you got to do.
And that's it. It was a pretty slow news week. A couple big things in there, but overall, It was quality over quantity this week.
There isn't even that many notable game releases.
There really isn't.
You got to kick it off because that's you.
That I am Turbo Golf Racing. Coming out on August 4th. Yep. Coming out on August 4th on PC, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One.
You know Thamnesia?
Nope.
It's like a witch doctor Dark Souls.
Okay. Sure.
August 9th, 2022 on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S.
And then finally, a game that we don't really care about, but they're popular. We got 2 Point Campus coming out on August 9th on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch.
The fun $10.
That reminds me. I didn't mention with AEW Fight Forever, that's coming to all consoles, including the Switch. Does that get you excited, Dave?
God, if only I cared.
You know what's going to be in the title of this week's episode?
WWE smacks ass, grabs grass.
I mean, in the 90s.
Punches rope.
That's happened, I'm sure. Punch the ropes. Someone's definitely done that.
No, like a climbing rope. Got punch the rope.
That's probably also happened in the history of wrestling.
Wow. They just do it all.
I mean, if you think of it, it's probably happened in wrestling. It's one of those things.
A big old kiss.
That's absolutely happened. It's happened in AEW.
Oh my goodness. They can't.
Yeah.
This isn't PG.
Nope, they're PG-13.
Gross. Naughty.
Yeah. They have Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti just full on tugging each other.
Gross.
Every week on TV.
Every week? This story's don't
just
update.
About. They update, but they're still together.
Oh, great.
Yeah, their story was like one of the worst things in recent AEW history.
Oh my god, then why do they do it?
Because
AEW should start a Zoom tournament.
What does that even mean?
They beat the shit out of their computers. And it's just funny to watch.
I mean, I'd watch it.
They're on a Zoom call and they're yelling at each other and then they just start jumping on the tables and breaking the laptops and stuff.
Yeah, I'd watch it. I'd watch it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is another shorter one.
Yeah, it's a slower week.
That happens.
It's okay.
It is okay. If anything, it gives you time to listen to other podcasts.
Which there are some good
check
ones.
Out, that you guys should check out the Grumpy Gamers podcast. Check those guys out.
And
free shout out.
Don't say you came from us. We'll find
no,
you.
You should say you came from us.
No, we're not your dads. Get out of here, son.
We are.
Go eat your homework.
Did we just find our listeners like nickname?
Sons. Sons of the cast.
Sons of Anarchy. All right. Motorcycles. It all ties together.
Motorcycles.
Let's finish this off, Dave.
I want to go to bed.
Me too. So we'll see you next week for episode 60.
We don't do that.
See you next week?
Yeah, we don't fucking do that.
Well, I already did it, so.
Well, we don't fucking do that. Don't come back.
No. Oh, wow. That's
it. I'm re-recording this whole episode.
Just by yourself?
Yeah, and I'll play both characters.
Do an impression.
Do an impression.